Anybody who has it can make knowledge nature if you have it.
It's not good. Give me some like explosive spores.
Another 14.
14. Okay.
I'm gonna roll a knowledge nobility.
This is not a royal situation.
I think we're royally
Dungeoneering?
screwed though, so.
Dungeoneering?
I think we should get out of here.
I'll allow a dungeoneering.
I think we should get
actually.
out of here.
Yes. I'll allow dungeoneering.
Nope, I don't know.
Oh, I've got a dungeoneering. I've got it.
I rolled a 1.
That would be a 20.
That's my second
20.
one today.
Okay.
What?
Dirty.
Get him out. Get
Dirty
him out.
20.
Sir Gerald's Guide.
Wood.
What page?
342.
What did you want?
Oh, that's a long book.
Did speak of these strange and alien funguses living deep underground that never see the sunlight, but grow to incredible sizes and have a purplish hue, sometimes like a deep gray, and this reminds you of that. It shouldn't be up here.
It's very odd.
Very invasive if it's up here.
Very odd.
But it does strike you as a
Oh, it
fungal
strikes him?
growth. And it strikes you.
Are you stricken?
Not very stricken, but
touch it.
I disagree with my initial commentary that we should put the horses in the buildings. Maybe we should.
Don't think that, or
Yes, I think we should now take them and
Put
go
them
on
in.
foot.
Okay.
All right.
Or
Already
you know, we
in-
could just get out of here.
This is
Yeah,
No
just
one's
abandon
here.
the quest altogether.
No, I still want to do the quest. I just don't see anybody that's going to help us.
Guys, I
supposed
said
to
we
go-
tie the horses to a tree and then we cover them with branches.
Now we're here, so let's just get them in the
Camouflage
house.
them.
Get them in the
Never-
house.
We're gonna do that.
We're doing that? What are we doing? What are we closest to? I'm just trying to get it. We got to get going.
In the mine. Let's go down in the mine.
No, bad
No,
idea.
it might
Bad
be
news
worse
there.
in there.
Is there any stairs, Jim,
Okay, so
on the
where are we
outsides
headed?
of these buildings?
Very like think of like summer camp
Yeah, but
where
we
like
need to
in fact
get
there's
these
this
horses
big
somewhere, so many
L-shaped
horses.
building that has like 3 stairs up to a little landing.
We're not like a
and
second
then-
story of any of these.
No, you don't see any taller buildings. No.
What's the biggest building?
Except the biggest building, actually, I'm sorry. There is one building that does stand much taller than all the others, and it's a big boxy building, almost assuredly like a warehouse or storage.
Could it
building.
fit 5 horses?
Yeah, it could.
No, but
You know
does
what?
it have the purple?
It could
Are
fit a
there
lot of
exterior
I would-
stairs?
You see, pretty much every building
Everything.
has some signs of this.
Let's
No, we're not doing that.
let's for once try something that we've never done before.
All right.
What's that? Do something right?
Why don't we stay outside and stay overnight and see what happens
I think that sounds good.
during the night and see what happens.
Because nothing bad ever happens at night.
No, but I think that's a
We're
good
really
idea.
good at
But then
watch,
we
too.
could see it instead of
Yeah, I like that
You know,
plan.
set,
Our
set
horse is
some-
dying.
Set out some bear traps, maybe light some fires.
Well, perhaps there's
have
this
a pot.
gnome walking around, and maybe he's the one that's just bringing up all these things, and maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't set up bear traps, because we don't know the whole situation.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I'm with Quigley. Let's do it. Let's just be patient and wait.
Is there a
Weird.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
This episode is
I don't like
crazy.
it.
is there like a loading? You know, like some barns or whatever have like a second story loading area.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Make a perception check. Yeah. It looks like the biggest building has 2 huge like bay doors. That would be the primary source of loading. And from where you are, you don't see anything like that.
My thought process is, I'm wondering if I could do rope trick next to a place where I could get the horses and just walk them into the rope trick. I want the horses to go into the rope.
I don't know that you can get the 5 horses into the rope trick space. It has a limited area.
So,
You have a limited area.
Yes.
so did he explain the purple things to us?
Yes.
Did he tell us
Yes,
about
yes,
the
yes.
purple things?
Sounds like you did.
And we haven't gone up to them.
You have not.
So, hey Alex. We should shoot one of those and see what happens.
From far away.
Maybe we
Sure.
should wait and
What's
see
your
if
What's
it,
your range?
What's my range?
I think
80
your
feet
range
for your
is
first range increment.
further
If you're just
than-
targeting, like you can do it
Longbow?
from pretty
My
far
range?
away.
I don't have a long
Yeah.
bow.
Oh, did it break?
I have I have
I
3.
It's like
never took
AC
one.
5
I have
to
3.
hit
You
like
want
just an area.
I take this moment
Yes.
to look at Quigley, and I say, Quigley, I've been giving it a lot of thought, and
I have 4 bows.
I don't know why, but I feel like I would target you with my magic, so I keep doing that. Does that sound right?
No.
Why are we having this conversation?
I walk away.
I have 4 bows. Does anyone need a bow for tonight?
I have more bows.
I have 4
I
bows.
happen to have a lot
You
of
get a
bows.
bow. You get a bow.
Are they
Bows
those?
You
for
get a
everyone.
bow.
Are they those elven composite longbows?
Yes.
Oh no, we sold those.
No, I have it in my.
I
You did not go through my stuff while I
no,
was.
no,
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 we
no.
did.
I think
They were
you- no.
broken,
Yeah.
and we mended them and sold them.
The purpose
kept
was to
one.
sell them, so
Yeah, you kept one.
They're
No, but I
probably-
kept one.
You kept one.
You
You
kept one.
You may have
That's
kept
why I
one,
have
yeah, but
one
you
bow,
don't have-
2 arrows, and then 4 bows
Right.
under it. I just forgot
Yeah,
to.
those would be the one. Yeah.
Great. Man, I was so excited.
Well-
I have my own bow.
Inventory
Sorry, guys.
All right.
managed.
Who has
It's
the
like finding a
longest?
5 in your pocket,
It
but
doesn't
it's
matter.
4
I have-
bows.
It's
I have
really
like some
this
deposit
one.
longbows just laying around.
I think we should wait overnight before we do this.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, camping, story time, fire,
No, I don't think we should have a fire.
campfire.
Not yet. I can always light something.
I think we should try and be as stealthy as possible and
You see, take a seat, take a load off your feet. Okay, let's do it. So it's nighttime.
Who is this person?
I always love it when Lyra's ready for the story to continue because she looks at me and just is like, "Let's go. It's time. tell me
I
what
have an
happens."
idea.
What's your idea?
We're safe.
I look at them and I say, dude, is it good for me to tell you my idea?
Yes.
This is great.
I want to hear.
Well, I remember you having some sort of lantern, right, Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like an alarm on it.
Yep.
Well, why don't we put that with the horses and have the horses here, and then we can just go hide in the rope in the inner extra dimensional space that I have that I can make.
hiding.
You can
Yeah,
make
no one can see us.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think we did that. Where the old guy? Who was the old guy that died?
Which one?
Yeah, like,
Before.
yeah, Mortifor. Yeah, he died.
God rest his
Oh
soul.
yeah, you did.
Serene rest
A
his
bunch
soul.
of the old guys.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I'm not opposed to that.
Guys,
Let's do it.
these are all viable options.
I like that one.
All right.
I like that one.
Let's
So
do it.
I'm not-
So we could be right on top of the horses? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I mean, we can be above the horses, yes.
Okay.
We can be looking out,
Loving it.
and no one can see us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's
but they can
done.
see the horses.
That. I grab all
But
my
if you
stuff
put
off my
your-
horse.
If you put your lantern there and we're looking at them, then
Can't we just jump down from your
The
dimensional
alarm would-
space?
Basically, have Overwatch on the horses.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Horses
yes, you
like to
could
play
jump.
Overwatch?
In theory, you could
Yeah,
jump
you can
down
jump
on the
down.
horse.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then let's
Cool.
just be right
Let's
above the
do
horse.
it. This
Okay.
is fun. It's like a rodeo trick.
You cast rope trick.
Yeah, I have
If
a
a lantern is
I
set
have a scroll.
In
of it.
front of
Okay.
them.
And you are. What's the caster level on the scroll?
6th level.
6. So that'll give you 12 hours in the space.
No.
And I feel
so
like
we'll do
we're
that. We'll do
far
that
away.
closer towards nighttime. You know.
I feel like we're far away from the town, correct?
You tell me where. Don't feel where you are. Tell me where you are.
I personally don't.
I thought we could just do it right in the town.
Not in the town. Let's be towards
Wherever you want.
towards the outskirts.
You're gonna be like right by where the sign is.
Yes.
And-
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
Right in the middle of the path.
It just
too.
sounds great.
He makes his
think I'm
own
going to be
extra dimensional
bait.
space.
You're gonna be bait.
The horses are literally already the bait.
The horses
Yeah, the
are
horses
bait.
are.
yes, but if they don't
Can
if
we,
it doesn't come up
can we
something whatever.
see out of that space
Yes.
around, or can we just see down?
While
when
you're
we're
in,
in it,
the space, you
you
can
can't-
only see like it's like
Down.
looking down through a
Oh.
hole. Yeah.
I'm
Maybe you
gonna
should
stay
be
out.
on.
Yeah.
Whoever's on watch should be
Can we
out
message? Can we
there.
cast a message at the same time?
Will message communicate between the two?
I believe.
I mean, we
it
can
will.
hear him regardless.
Yeah,
of
I
the
mean, like you can
extra dimensional
hear
Oh, okay.
through the hole.
space. He
yeah.
just can't hear us.
We'll
Right.
do watches.
cannot see you guys or hear you.
Well, then I think we should
So
still
can we
cast
use message through that or no?
don't think you can. I think you have to be on the because it actually creates a pocket plane, and you have to be on the same.
Are we gonna
plane.
do?
Great, but we can hear
We
him.
gotta do watches.
Yeah.
Okay, all
Are we
right.
gonna do 2x2 watches?
Yeah, we have
Sure,
to
we
do
can do
watches.
that.
Don't ask the dungeon master. Just do what you want.
Yeah.
I'm talking to us.
No, I'm not listening.
Okay, that's great. I think that this is a great plan. Thank you, Marcus. Let's do. Who's gonna watch with who?
I'll take 2 watches.
Okay.
I can watch.
What kind? Pocket watch?
Got him. Got him.
Wristwatch? Pocket
Got him.
watch.
Stop-
I think
stopwatch?
that
Digital?
Team Quicklex has to be the second watch.
Okay.
Who here can take 2 watches without?
I don't think I can.
So you're the
I
one.
believe she can.
Was it
as
me
well.
too? I don't
think I
remember.
can.
It's been a long time.
He never sleeps, so
Do we know he never sleeps? Do we know he can be okay not sleeping?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I told
oh
you
yes,
guys.
no, he told us. Yes.
Okay.
So he could be a 2-watch guy. No.
Could be 3.
He could be all the watches.
No.
I'd sleep 2 hours.
Let him.
Yeah.
Just
he needs
You
to
feel like being a part of 2 watches?
Okay.
I'll go first and second.
So you want to do 18? 18
I was
watch
going to let him
and-
sleep first. We'll go middle first,
Okay.
and then third with one of you.
Got
Did
it.
you get that?
Got a plan.
First, second, third.
I have been informed that there is a bit war
What?
happening.
What?
It never
Bit
happens.
war is happening. My
Oh.
goodness gracious. Holy cow. Garion Wolf and Big Red 87 are battling it out. Garion 3,206 bits. Big Red 5,512 bits.
But don't
And
forget,
don't forget
Chase
about-
Shaw's in there with a
And,
bit.
Wow.
and Executive Bubbles with one, and President
President
Vaz
Vaz like
with
1 bit, yo.
Wow.
But then Jay Womack, he raised up the bar 3 bits,
Good job.
and Blair Peterson raised it even higher, 5 bits.
I think there's different levels of.
There's different bit wars.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like
There's skirmishes. There's little melees happening.
there's the small skirmishes.
Yeah.
Right.
Different tiers.
First watch.
First watch, first
Okay,
watch.
so
I can't talk.
at night with the
First
faithful
watch,
lantern
best watch.
providing alarm.
Now, how do we set an alarm? Does it set just for movement? Because the horses would move and set
Go
it
on
off,
your
or can you
phone,
set it for
swipe
some
up,
other?
go
You
on
can
your
you can
clock.
designate creatures
Press
that
set
can pass
alarm.
in and out of the warded area. So
So
the horses won't trigger
Horses
it.
are cool.
Your party won't trigger
We're
it.
cool.
Only other creatures
Okay.
Got it.
would trigger it.
Love
bad
it.
You're
for these
cool.
horses.
You're cool.
You're cool. You're.
Oh, no,
You're
we're down there
not.
with them.
It's
Okay.
very, very difficult to see because it is nighttime and you have no light source. But
Putting on my glasses.
Put those glasses
make
on.
make that old perception check.
Putting on my
I can
glasses.
see. I can see.
in here.
Why don't you have your
I
shades?
mean, it's you are
Is it a full moon?
no.
Would you like me to
Cloudy.
light something?
No, I want it
tell.
to be dark.
9 plus 11.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like you're disappointed
20.
in me when you're being
can
over
light
there
something.
trying to get me with your nonsense about moon phases.
20.
Get it,
You have a
girl.
much easier time seeing because of your glasses, which allow you to see as if low light conditions rather than total darkness. But over several hours, nothing moves, nothing happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Next watch.
Second watch.
So-
18.
Does anybody have anything specific they
borrow
want
your
to
glasses?
do
Yeah.
during their watches or anything?
No.
Well, okay. Well, I mean,
I'm gonna-
the
Take a crag crap.
okay.
Just
Wow.
in the woods.
Thanks for
Wow.
letting me know.
It was
Just
a
to the side of
Lena,
the
so
woods.
I'll remember
Wow.
that crag crab.
my-
Right where it is.
My business
Rag rap.
out there.
Doing your business.
You could just take it right out the hole.
So,
Ah, it landed on
No,
the horses.
don't do that.
No.
Don't you dare.
No, no,
Don't.
no, no.
through the remainder of the night,
Remember, it's a turn off for women.
you guys don't
Okay.
notice
Except for Lyra.
any
No,
movement.
that's a turn off.
You
What?
don't notice any movement
No?
in Solestrad. Nothing comes out towards
night?
where you guys are. There are the sounds of animals
At night.
at night, which seems all relatively normal. Nothing happens.
Sweet.
Is there something I can, are we close enough? How far are we from like where we're like the
Or
town?
at the sign.
We're at the sign. So how far though is that? I'm sorry.
It's
right at the
not.
edge of town.
I mean, like, do you need an exact?
So I
number
couldn't
of
like
feet, or-
throw some, like I was just thinking it'd be interesting to see if like we threw like a rock or something to see if anything reacts to it?
Well, you guys already rode like into town.
No, I mean at night.
Okay.
No.
Nothing happened.
It's daytime. It's daytime.
Is it morning?
Having breakfast.
You eat breakfast. You wake up. You're ready for
Feeling
an
great.
Breakfast.
adventure.
We haven't talked about this in quite a long time.
Bacon.
Feeling great.
Hungry.
We don't have
No,
bacon.
what did they
Cool.
pack us?
Breakfast
I-
is delicious.
Yes.
It's trail rations, so it's actually kind of boring.
I
no.
It's
cook-
so boring that
town
there's
gave us
literally no
food.
point to sitting here describing
Jim,
breakfast.
I cook a horse.
When you,
Your horse.
it's
then.
delicious horse meat. That's where your breakfast
No,
is.
we're not
Oh,
doing
all right,
Can
that.
we
Lady Alex,
roll to see
pop-
how
pop
delicious
this
it is?
thing.
We're not
Please,
taking a horse.
please roll to see how delicious
We
the
are
horse
not.
is.
Cooking a horse.
Um,
We didn't kill a horse. We're not
No.
harming any animals.
No.
Okay.
No animals will
No
harm in this
imaginary
imaginary
animals.
game.
So, Alex,
I just told her
Yeah,
to pop it.
I'm gonna take my sling out and throw one of my
a
rocks.
sling? No, let's light an arrow on fire
Ooh.
and shoot it into this thing.
Why don't we do an experiment and just do one arrow?
Yeah,
And then
one
light it on
arrow
fire.
on fire.
Arrow or bolt?
Arrow.
You have to use a bow.
Guys, if we open this and it has
Don't you
some
have a
kind
bow?
of thing
I
that
have
Who's got a
19
bow?
arrows.
Let me
Out.
shoot a
Jim
bow.
Jam wants us to stride boldly forth.
You do literally anything at all in this game. Play the game.
Wow.
Do something.
Shoot it.
we're breaking in. See, this is why I was trying to move it along.
I don't have my arrow.
Eye
here, so I
contact the
don't know.
hag.
Shoot it with
No,
a bolt. That's what you use.
Oh, with a bolt?
Yes.
All right. I shoot my crossbow towards one of the weird spore-looking
Okay.
things.
Is it lit on fire or anything fancy? Is it just a
No,
bolt?
it's just a
okay.
bolt right now.
You don't even need to roll for it. Again, it's like AC 5 to hit a square. It's a
guys
huge
suck.
space. Up at one of the buildings, there's this. It actually disappears into
Oh, great.
the fungal growth. There's no. It just embeds itself in this. It's obviously a very soft, like spongy stuff because it just passes like into it.
How do we kill those things?
That's gross.
I
It's really gross.
go up to a very, very small one.
Okay.
Poke it with your
And
tentacle.
Okay.
At first, I'm going to take my sword and kind of just poke it.
Yep.
I knew.
And it just goes kind of in.
Yeah. It's
Then
like
I-
it's like a really big mushroom.
And I whip
Sorry.
out my cudgel.
I'm back away from this.
I whip out my cudgel and I hit
Okay.
it.
It
Yeah.
just
I'm
like
not close.
Spores?
there is a little bit of like black residue on the whatever you smash your cudgel.
Do I feel like if I breathe it in, it's going to kill me?
I mean, again, you picked
Maker.
the smallest one. There is no giant explosion. Of,
But I stick my face kind of closer and
Why
closer
don't we just
to
go
it.
into the mine?
you basically these are little patches of fungus. Nothing crazy has happened when you hit the smallest one.
All right.
Did we even
I know
knock
that
on
you
the
wanted
door?
like an affirmative, whether like is this dangerous or not.
I
But
know
so
it's
far,
dangerous.
okay. Well, none of
Nothing
your
happened?
experiments,
But
nothing has
but
happened.
sorry.
to you
Screw
right
this. I'm going door to door. I'm kicking doors open.
Wait, I just.
Let's do it.
I
Okay,
said to
I'm
do
in.
ding dong ditch.
I'm going with
time
Lyra,
ago.
and we're kicking doors
Yeah.
open.
They're striding boldly forth.
I'm
Here
gonna
we
We're
go.
sit.
kicking mother.
I'm
Okay.
staying
I'm
back
just
in.
sitting
I'm
on my
staying
horse,
back.
I'm
reading
knocking.
the scroll of Portalis.
Okay.
I'm knocking.
There's an L-shaped building that looks very much. It's I mean, you would guess bunkhouse. I mean, this is like
Lyra knocks
camp
the door.
counselor.
I kick it open.
Well, I was going to tell
Hello?
you the list. You just want to go to that's the first building. You
First
can do
building.
that. Okay.
I'm
Boom.
just calling in. Hello.
Okay. It is a
Anyone there?
long L-shaped
Walking
building. It has several square cut holes serving as windows. Inside, the frames are shaded by hanging oiled animal hides that can be pulled aside to let in the sunlight. There's a battered, splintered door at one end of the L that you are marching towards with your foot ready to kick in, but it looks like it's pretty much half hanging off its hinges anyway.
It'll look awesome when you kick it.
Yeah, you basically run up to it, and when you kick it, it just
fall
explodes
down.
inward.
Maybe we should
Do I have to roll a save?
bring it down.
No, you don't have to roll a save.
We should probably bring it down.
Inside the bunkhouse, you see 7 bunk beds and several foot
Oh
lockers.
my goodness,
7
there's
dwarves?
doors! There's doors! Like Happy and Grumpy.
He did not realize that he did that.
Oh boy.
There are a few tables, and detritus is strewn about the room in a chaotic mess.
Yeah, it's
7
All of
tiny
this.
children must live here.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
All of this
This
is
is so
covered in thick growths of gray, spongy fungus, like tumors sprouting from the walls, the floor, and the beds. There is a damp, earthy smell in the room. When you kick the door open and it explodes inward, 2 large patches of this fungal growth actually begin to move and stand up on
Guys!
these thick,
Lovely.
trunk-like legs and move towards you.
No. Guys,
Roll
guys,
initiative.
When I hear her yelling, guys, 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 I go, oh, did that not end in pleasant
I was
things?
by
Guys, we found
Marcus.
something scary.
I was by Marcus.
Oh my goodness.
11.
Jim, we're doing things.
I thank goodness.
23.
I'm gonna start
What?
on one end and go down because
have
when I get
23 as
random
well.
numbers, it gets bad.
Michael Jordan.
You said 23, Alex?
Yes.
Okay, Quigley.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
That was the
Craig.
coolest.
5.
Okay.
I was not prepared.
You
I
kicked
was
open the
not
door,
prepared
you
for
saw this happen and just froze for a second like, oh, wait.
Oh.
Oh, no.
They're bigger than I thought.
Lyra.
At 23.
And your bonus?
My 12.
12.
Oh,
4.
that's
Yeah, that's
12
way,
bonus?
Wow.
What?
That's your
Okay.
initiative.
That's not your
Oh,
initiative.
sorry. I had a moment. Don't
Well, she
worry.
had
I've got
23.
this.
Quigley had
6.
20.
6. So I'm at a 17. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not a 23.
23. I was
Not only
perceiving.
that,
I
but
perceived everything, guys.
not also that math also doesn't work.
Just doesn't at all.
I'm so sorry.
How are you doing over there, Marcus?
Craig, I rolled my die and it bounced out of my box, spun around, and
That's
then
where it
landed,
landed?
landed like that.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wish I had the camera.
Isn't that awesome?
Take a picture on your phone
20.
and put it on like
20.
Discord.
And your bonus?
Less than Quigley's.
Yes.
Less than Quigley.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm only faster
Oh my gosh.
than the slowest member of your group,
So Craig.
Sir Crag.
I-
Oh, goodness. Feel crowded here. Feel crowded. Alex, you are first, but you are about 20 feet
yeah.
back. You saw Crag just bash in this door, and then he kind of freezes. Make a perception check for me.
Drop that in Discord.
Yeah.
12 plus 11.
12 plus 11. You can actually see that past him, there are shapes moving in the doorway, coming towards him.
Jesus.
What do you
is
do?
Is there a window?
Yeah, they're covered in hides, so you have to pull aside the...
Okay, I'm running towards the window
Okay.
so I can pull the hide away.
Okay.
And I'm going to prop up with my crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, you can prop it up. I mean, if you want to fire, you can kind of do it. I mean, your best bet is just rip that stuff down.
Then I'm going to rip it down.
Rip it down. So you just
Get it
rip the hides away. And you can see into this room, some sunlight spills, and you can see that everything, there's this thick sheets, and some of it grows in these like almost like sheets that actually block your view in some places of the room, but you can see these huge like mushroom creatures
Okay.
that are like kind of awkwardly making their way towards Crag.
Okay.
Quigley,
Yes.
things are obviously going down now.
Are they? Are they
Yes.
so obvious?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, after you saw Alex just rush over and like grab her crossbow and look at, like, yeah, you can tell.
So I've got my cudgel out.
Yeah, you do.
And here we go. I am running up next to Sir Crag. I'm gonna, if I can sneak in through the doorway.
He
I'm
can let
going
you
to.
pass.
You got a
Yeah, he
cudgel?
can let you pass.
I do have a cudgel.
You got a
Cool.
little,
I don't know what that is.
It's like a
Like a
little
little
wooden,
warhammer?
wooden club.
Oh,
So
that's
getting up to Crag is one move action.
Yes.
You see in the door, you see these two creatures.
And I want to stay far enough away that they can't engulf me. But I want to.
Good. That'd
Are
be
you going to
good.
step into the room?
Yes, I would like to step in between like them and Sir Crag, but
Okay.
just be in a ready position so that they come after me and not.
Okay, so you step just right in front of Crag, and you're waiting. Marcus.
Wasn't a brilliant move for Sir Quigley. I can see in there, yes, like Alex, because I was over by Alex.
you can.
So I
Yeah,
can see
he's
in
by
there?
me.
So I have line of sight?
You do.
Yeah, fireball.
Okay. Here comes the fireball.
I'm gonna use a scroll though to do it, which is my level 6
And
one.
you got selective.
Isn't she in
Casting.
the building?
I'm behind.
It has to go through the window first. I'm by the
No, you're-
window.
No,
behind
I'm
me.
behind him because
I
he
kicked
kicked
the
the
door
door in.
open.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
What are you doing?
Are we all gonna get hit? We're gonna get a little bit
We're all
of-
gonna get it, aren't
Yeah. I'm gonna need some reflex saves from that side of the table as well as this side of the table.
Oh, natural 20, baby!
Does a
Oh!
16 save? Probably not against a level 6 fireball.
16.
You said a reflex?
No, it won't save against his.
No, it won't save against me.
we?
Reflex?
Guys, I'm screwed.
Reflex, reflex.
I'm pretty
I rolled
much.
a 20.
You're
plus my
18.
7.
18 is the reflex save you need to roll.
11.
No save, no save.
13.
Saved.
13's
no
no
clothes,
save.
Saved, just
13
like
is safe?
flames
No.
rolled off my back.
So
Only Crag saved. One of my creatures also rolled a natural 20 for the save. And one rolled an 8, so that's not gonna do it.
Bad.
It's not as bad as it could be. 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage, half of that, if you saved, like good old Crag did. And I want each of you to make
Welcome to
perception
my
checks.
You
world.
take 19 points of
Hey,
damage.
wait, sorry, what'd you say? Each make
No,
a...
you said half, right?
No,
Perception.
you didn't save.
I saved.
After you take that damage,
So,
Half would be 1 point up on half.
That would be a 12
9
for me,
is what
Jim
you
Jan.
okay.
I think.
When I take 10,
Can I make it into a knowledge
do you
engineering
round
or
up?
just a
Do I
perception?
take the less? I think
No.
I take the more.
Does Crag take 10 points of damage or 9 points of damage?
You round up.
So it's Crag, you take 10, Lyra takes 19, Quigley, you take how much?
19. He's taking the
19.
full.
Yeah, 11 plus.
But Alex was out of it because she was out of the building, right?
She was standing right by the window.
Yeah, you
I got the whole group of them.
Got everybody.
perception 27.
I'm going to mark that as 4 kills.
Perception checks up at the top. You notice that.
are we supposed to do perception checks?
Yeah, I did. She got
I did
it.
exactly
so
what
she'll
Jim
get,
wanted
yeah.
me to do because he's about to be like, oh, they're healed and stronger and bigger.
No, but what you do notice is they're not very. Even the one that caught the full blast doesn't seem very bad off. Like it just this fire doesn't seem to bother them that much. You can see parts of them have singed, but they're spongy, wet bodies, almost like steam rolls off of them. That's
Almost
about
like they have some sort of
As if they have
immunity.
resistance to fire.
to them.
Alright.
You know,
Perhaps.
as if they resisted somehow.
Oh, I gotta wait for my
So that was awesome. Fully approve, and it's Lyra's turn.
Question about the house.
Because most of it is covered in this like wet rot, there is a lot of stuff. Like it doesn't actually catch fire.
Okay.
It does not look like, but it does look damaged, and that you know that like I mean this again. You saw what the rot had done to the sign. Too much craziness in here is caused some structural issues for this place. It is basically being held up by this fungus that has infected it.
I'm wondering, in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
in Quigley's mind, he goes, huh, I continually get hit by Lord Marcus. I perhaps wonder if there was a way that he could have moved up and done the same thing and not hit me.
Or the party?
I think back to the moment when I said, I think this is what I should do, and I was trying to have a conversation with him, and then he just walked away. So I just figured I was supposed to do that.
Cool. Sounds great. It's Lyra's turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna, if I cast prayer,
Yes.
that will give all of
It will give everybody a +1 to attack and damage.
Okay, I'm
During
gonna
the-
do that.
Okay. You
Thanks, Lyra.
you after being very badly burned
Yeah.
by Marcus.
So that gives me 1 extra point of damage to my fireball that just happened, so you guys all take an extra point
No,
of
that doesn't
damage.
retroactively give you anything.
Ooh, that's pretty. Did you hear that, Lyra?
Can you do that one more time?
Yes.
It'll last for 1 round per level in a 40-foot radius burst. All allies
That's what prayer
and
is.
foes. Oh what? Oh no!
What?
Each of your foes also takes a -1 to the same rolls. It's a double-edged sword.
Whatever will you do?
I thought you were going to say that you also get
I know, I
plus-
thought I
was
just
like,
did that. I was
"Ooh."
like, what?
For how long is it? 1 round?
Okay,
5
cool.
rounds.
5
Perfect.
rounds. Everybody
rounds.
gets a +1 to attack and damage, and I take
Yay.
a -1, which I am not happy about.
Huzzah!
And now it is
Everything good.
my
Okay. Good
job,
toin,
Lyra.
and this applies to
Also-
saving throws as well, guys.
Also,
so it's
I'm gonna
attack,
saving
damage,
throws.
saving throws, and skill check.
Wow.
It's crazy good.
Sweet.
Also, I would like to back up just a little bit because
Okay.
I just got.
How far?
It's important because you have to stay within 40 feet of us, right? That's what you
Yeah,
just
but
said.
that's there. I mean, yeah, but
No,
that's
I just,
not
I
the
just,
issue. I just want to know where she
I'm
is.
not at the door. I want to like back.
15
up
feet.
I
10
don't-
feet.
Okay, you know how those things are on the
Yes.
houses? I don't want those to be in my view. I don't want to be in the middle of those guys. I just want to be a little behind because I don't want to get hit by a fireball again.
Say a number between
Yeah,
5
probably.
and 40.
10.
10 feet. You
Sure.
back up 10 feet. That's fine. You back up
One,
off the stairs.
1, 2, 3,
You back up off the
4,
stairs.
7, 8, 9, 10.
You're looking out. You can see the building, but you're
I
not. You don't want to see the building. You can't get far enough that you can't see the building.
Okay, I don't. You know those little mushroom guys are on the
Yeah.
top of the buildings.
Okay.
I
yes.
don't want those to attack me because I'm in the middle of the road.
Those are. It's like imagine. It's like a vegetation.
Yeah, you
like
said
there's
that,
these
but then
creatures.
they came up.
Those creatures are different. That's a
Oh.
different thing going on.
Okay,
the
then fine.
entire
Fine.
house is not like coming
Then
alive
fine, yeah,
to kill
10,
you.
10 feet. I'm
Okay.
just saying. Just sit
Whew.
over there.
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, guys,
All
I
right,
gave you
my
prayer.
turn. I get to do it now.
Then burn.
Creature's
-1.
gonna come up, and it's gonna get a little. It's gonna walk up to Quigley, and it is just gonna
Powers.
Oh, I'm certain they do.
It's going to just like puff up suddenly,
Oh no.
And-
Close your nose.
It's a pufferfish! It's a pufferfish!
this thick cloud of gray
Do it.
spores just bursts out from his body.
Great.
You are definitely gonna be caught in this 10-foot burst, and I need fortitude saves.
25.
Okay, 25.
17.
17. You guys are both doing pretty good. You guys both you
good
both
job,
did it.
Brad.
You both
Good job,
did it.
guys.
Good job, Brad.
Thank you for the
The
+1.
second one.
Wait, was that a negative
Oh,
to you?
26!
The bonus applies to their saves, but it didn't really affect me in that particular round. But this next guy is going to come up beside Quigley and try to just with it. He's got these claws, and is just trying to rake across your flesh. This
Wow.
will be affected by prayer. And I rolled a 3 on the die, so it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. So it is now time for Crag.
I got burned.
Yes, you did.
It hurt.
I bet it did.
It hurt bad.
It didn't hurt as bad as it could have.
No,
You
but it
saved.
hurt. I got burned.
Okay,
It's not as bad
So
as-
you rage.
I rage.
You rage.
I rage.
He gets mad. He gets very upset about being
I get
burned.
really upset.
He gets
What's that
singed.
look
He doesn't like it.
I like it when you
Like
yell.
this.
I know, I like it when you yell.
It feels kind of.
You hear that? Lady
There's a
Lyra likes it
lackluster
when you
rage.
yell.
Are they next to each other?
The
One's
two creatures.
gone.
Yeah, you would take a 5-foot step, and then you can.
Did the one
right.
explode?
No.
Oh, I thought it
it's
just
still
popped
there.
Farted.
No,
I thought it exploded.
Farted.
it farted.
Power.
Yes, it farted.
Power is.
All right, are you
Do it.
cleaving?
Yes. I get a +1 to
Could be
that.
worse.
So
I'm certain it hits.
wait, stop! You're messing me up.
Nope. Yeah. It'll be fine.
22.
Yes. You hit with your first attack.
And that's my new numbers are pretty darn good. So I just wait. I Michael Jordaned him, but then +1 for that, so 24.
24.
How's that feel?
It feels pretty bad. Feels pretty bad. You just got. And you carry through into the next creature.
Critical hit into the next one.
Wow. I'm gonna
Critically
take Advil. I do have a headache.
annihilating the next one. Potentially. Roll those dice
Actually.
and triple your damage.
Oh my gosh. That is hammer.
24 +1. Do I
Plus
do the
one.
+1 onto
Yep,
that?
yep.
So 25 triple.
7.
75? 75
That's
damage.
okay.
75
Throw-
damage.
Throw that card away!
75 damage, baby!
And
New
this
record.
thing just bursts apart,
Gross.
shattering, spilling out everywhere. Just completely unrecognizable.
Oh my god, gross.
Totally destroyed.
Sorry about your ears, guys.
And
I
then
know,
he's
right?
dead.
My will's even stronger and I have a cloak of
My will's
resistance.
even stronger now.
Whatever.
That's
I feel like I motivated him.
with prayer.
With fire.
Alex, you're up next.
You lit a
can't-
fire
you
under my
can't
ass.
see So technically sneak attack?
Technically sneak attack? Can you technically sneak attack? Technically
only
they're in melee
killed one.
range, so you can take a -4 to that.
You only killed one.
I gotta
attack.
take a minus.
But you damaged one.
One
too,
or
I
how
think.
many?
4.
4.
-4.
Alright, I'll try it. Let me try rolling.
Let me try roll.
Try rolling.
Oh, 16 minus 4.
12.
Plus
12
1.
plus 1 is
13.
13,
Plus your
which is-
attack.
Oh, plus your
Plus my
attack
attack.
bonus? Oh my gosh.
16 on the die. She hits.
Okay, yeah, you got it. You got this
Sneak
guy.
attack?
Sneak attack. You can
So that's how
You
many?
can sneak attack.
4d6 plus the damage from your crossbow is 1d6? Or 1d8?
D8.
Crossbow's one
D8.
Yeah, so
Plus
1d8 and
4d6.
4d6.
I'm gonna pull a
Goodness.
crag.
Do it.
You're gonna poop on it?
Just kidding. No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 6.
20
Plus
points
one.
of damage.
Plus
20.
one. Plus
21 points of
21.
damage.
21 points of damage.
Just crit cleaves, baby.
21.
I really like this prayer. I think I'm gonna keep it around.
Are you dead?
It's not quite dead. This thing has basically like huge chunks of it are just gone. But it
Nice.
seems to be just held up by it can't possibly have like a normal anatomy.
Right.
But
Perhaps this is a monstrous humanoid?
it is not a monstrous humanoid.
Alright.
Oh my god, you're rolling so many.
Full
too.
round attack.
Full round.
No.
No on all of them?
He rolled the
2, 5. Wait a second, so, no, wait.
Threes and
Plus
sixes.
one.
Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Alright, so,
There you
2
go.
on the die, on the first one hits, actually, and the
How
damage
is your
is all
bonus
wrong.
16?
Yeah, that would be 9 points of damage.
You got a 16 bonus?
You
I
have
have
a
a
plus
16
16 to hit.
bonus.
2 plus 1,
3.
3,
Plus one. Yeah.
plus
That's
10.
not 16. That would be 13.
13. That'd be 13.
So 15 is a miss.
No.
Take your damage. No, you know what? Take your damage dice out of your box. Remove them.
It's okay.
Giving yourself a +3 for no reason.
I just thought I could sneak one past you there.
No, you
All right,
can't.
see one by Jim.
I told
Oh.
Marcus, it's your turn.
Nobody told me fireball was a bad idea, so
Cannot be seriously casting another fireball.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
can't.
I'll remind him.
I can't save you anymore.
I forgot.
I didn't say not to do it.
You didn't see
you
that man
realize
really
there's
mad?
a raging barbarian in front of you. You would know that.
He did really good when I burned him last time.
That's your action. Whatever you
so
declare is your
sad
action, is what happens.
I want you to know I want to cast a fireball. I'm just boring old level 4 magic missile, level
Okay.
7 magic missile, whatever.
Cast a freaking fireball, dude. Do
Cast
what's
it.
in your heart.
Cast it, then we won't have to
Do what's
worry
in
about
your
that
heart.
hag anymore.
Do what's in your heart.
You won't
That's
have
what
to
I
worry
always
about
do.
death anymore because Sir Crag will kill you.
Magic missile. Pew 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 pew.
3, 6, 4 is 10, 14
If I
points of
get it.
damage.
That'll do it. That'll do it. These 4 bolts of magical force just explode against this creature. What little bits of it were like structurally holding it together just explode. The whole thing crumbles in a mass of broken, spongy bits. Black spores all settled on the ground. Immobile. Dead.
Nice.
I got one.
You got it.
And
So
that's
wait,
it.
that's it, right? We're done?
That's it. That's
And
all the
I let
danger.
out one last primal roar.
Yes.
I did. I'm just saying I
You
did.
just declared it?
I
Oh,
just
okay.
declared it, yeah.
Oh, this is getting real weird. This is boring now. Crag's not really raging. Battle is over.
Okay, well, I don't like those things, and I think that we should maybe not kick a door in next time.
Maybe we
Should
should.
we explore the house?
that worked so
I'm
well
going
for you, though.
inside.
Look, you killed 2
So
creatures.
now we know. Now we know what we're up against.
Now you know.
Now we know.
These
inside.
creatures.
And I'll
you
hit him with
step inside.
fireballs.
You
Huh?
step inside.
And I'll hit him with fireballs.
Perhaps could,
Inside the place.
Lady Lyra, do you mind,
Yes.
busting off a channel since our other teammate loves to bust off
Yep.
other things in our faces?
Yep.
Bust is
Just
Wow.
bust off one of
Bust
them channels.
balls.
Remember, 3d6
Yeah.
this time.
Yep. 5, 6, 7.
Crag, what do we have in the Crag snacks today? What options do we?
Were you gonna start poking around?
In
I'm
espresso?
gonna
Alex?
do another one. So guys, add
Sorry,
7.
what'd you say?
Brownie
Yeah, I want to
crisps
look
too.
around. How many was it?
7 and then 13.
Whoa, that's
Nice
a
calculator.
big jump. All right, you guys should be just fine.
Yep.
Anybody going on inside?
Hey, I'm
to
feeling
make a-
fine, Jim, at 69. I'm feeling fine.
Yeah.
You love
Nice.
this.
Yeah.
I'm inside.
I'm
70,
inside.
72%.
Perceive, if you
Are
will.
we making
Are you better?
perception
Are you
checks?
guys
9.
I'm
I
feeling
perceive the comments.
110%.
Comment away.
Oh, that same exact
Logan
number.
Nation says this is dragons and things. You can think that you are thinking of the worst case scenario, but inevitably, something worse than you thought will actually happen. I like that.
That is, that's it.
Big Red says, I've got bits for some action.
11,
Or a PK.
14,
TPK.
Party kill.
14.
Executive
That's a
Bubble
good
says
team.
burn it down.
Need
Yes.
a water. Sorry.
Jay Shaw says, I missed the Stride Bowley 4th days.
We're back into them.
We did. We tried.
I took on that role because it got weird.
Just doing some surveillance.
Crit on 32. OMG, is Marcus going to break out Arcane Mark on Quigley again?
No,
It
because-
has been for
No,
That's a good
because you
point.
have to be a willing target. We learned this. And none of us were ever willing
really?
targets.
Wait,
didn't
you
know
do
that.
have to be willing?
Yes!
This is true. Why are you yelling?
I feel like
Because
you were
I
willing.
had stupid stuff all on my face the
Alright.
entire time.
I don't think you did.
Neon Spectres says, hi all, checking in from England. Hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for
What's
checking
up, Spencer?
Scott Denuso says, are we back to balls to the face again? Apparently.
Imp in my head, let's take a vote. If you don't want to eat the horses, say nay.
Nay.
The Wild Ferret says, I've got bits for Quigley poisoning.
Wow.
Not gonna happen. I've got a +10 to my fortitude. It's pretty good.
Logan Nation 8 says, my Friday night's gonna get crazy later tonight when I hop on that Discord and look at pics of how dice landed in boxes. It's gonna be crazy.
Jay Womack says, I didn't ask who was in the room. I said I cast Fireball.
It's very true. You were getting way deeper than Marcus did into that.
Naughty Prof says, Anti-Paladin Quigley didn't even try to detect evil. He is so crossed over to the dark side. I stopped doing that because you all hate it when I do it. So,
Who's you
there you
all?
go.
Yeah, who's
Them,
you all?
the people out there in the world. And Jim.
I only hate it when you're like, I have it constantly active
Pinging.
at all times. It's like, no, you don't. That's
President of
ridiculous.
Voss, Marcus is helping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he did
Very
help.
Last summer,
Uh-oh.
the fungus patches pull together and morph into a giant Frank who yells, I will have my vengeance in this life or the next.
Frank is still coming in strong, huh?
All right. Trill Search says, fireballs for everyone. Marcus kills Quigley, Crag, or Lyra, and I will give 10,000 bits, but Alex will get negative
So we've
bits.
got Team
Who wants to
Alex.
pay
So
us
I
to kill
can't-
Marcus? That's
Why
the
do I
question.
get
So he'll pay
negative
me to kill any of the party members except for Alex.
Yes.
Except for Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Alex is safe.
What if he
Thank
kills
you.
himself?
And Cabby8201, see, this is why. Alex
Alex
is...
is badass. Thanks, guys.
And Jack...
Jack Hart 79, Runaway, LOL.
And Big Red says, I'll also give 10,000
No,
bits for a
guys,
player
come
kill. So
on.
that would be $2,000 that they would give us to kill
Wow.
you guys.
Wait, to
and
kill
Big
us?
Red has gifted a tier 1 sub to Blair Peterson. Carrion Wolf gifted a tier 1 sub to Chase Shaw. Executive Bubbles 1 bit. This one is for Jim Jam. There you go, Jim Jam.
Aw.
Cadence has 100 bits. Mama Jim Jam 200 bits. Luna Steel Song 580 bits. And Blair Peterson 10 bits.
True also said that
Bit more.
kill yourself 20,000.
Whoa.
Only you, Lord Marcus, though.
Wow.
Only you.
Well, technically, I'm actively killing myself by not
Thing's
seeking out the
serious.
hag, so that counts. You owe us 20,000 bits.
Sorry, guys.
You're not dead
I'm not
Coolio.
dead yet.
Those perception checks.
Read
Who
my orb.
did not a Quigley?
Oh, I
Here
got 14.
yet. Oh, you told us to roll perception?
Yeah, if you were
sorry.
gonna
Well, I
go
was
search the
looking-
house.
I wanted to look at the house.
No.
The bunkhouse. You're
I'm
not.
just
Okay.
gonna chill for a second.
24.
24. Crag is in the
Excuse me,
lead here
Mm-hmm.
with that spectacular 24 perception.
a little
Crag,
fatigued,
you
though.
are drawn to one of the beds that is nearly overgrown with this fungus, and it comes down like these long sheets, almost like it's almost like a canopy bed almost. These like huge sheets of this gauzy fungus covering everything up. You can see that in some places it has grown very thin and membranous, and you can see through it in the light. And you can see it's almost like a shroud that is stretched over a dark shape that can only be a body lying on this bed.
Oh.
though you'd have to cut away some of the fungus to get a much better look.
Pulling it out.
All right, you
Wait.
What are you pulling
pull it-
out?
I'm gonna
Wait,
pull
what
it
are you
out.
pulling out? Okay.
Very
Leah
good
got
trick.
excited. You gird pull it out. In the bed.
you cut away the thick, gauzy stretch of
That's
fungus.
not what he said.
It's
I
a little
said it.
tougher than you expected, but it yields and stretches very easily, and so it makes it a little bit difficult to cut through. There is a thick gray cloud of dust that explodes into the air from your efforts.
Will save.
No. It clings to your clothes and your
I don't.
flesh as it settles. However, you can now clearly see that there is indeed a corpse on this bed. It looks
gnome.
badly decomposed, as if it's been here for years. Bits of rotted flesh cling to a mostly exposed skeleton, and thick bulges of this gray fungus are woven in amongst its bony frame.
Do I find a wallet that says Chester Copperpot?
No. No. Sorry.
I think he took his wallet.
However, you do see that now loose because the leather of the pouch has just rotted away, but there's a collection of metal coins lying next to the corpse that you take.
And
I
he's,
take it. How much is there?
You get 109 gold pieces
and
worth
he's
of coins.
holding on to a fan treasure chest?
So-
How strange.
Is there anything that can tell me who this person is?
No, everything has been so, like his clothes are just rags. Everything is so rotted and decomposed. There's no way. Make a heal check, though. You can at least determine like what type of creature you're looking at.
Yes. This is so good. 17.
17. Humanoid, medium-sized, but in terms of like, is it a human, an elf, maybe even like a half, like you don't know. You can't determine its exact
Smell.
species. But a medium humanoid creature.
I call Arrow over. Is this one of your people?
Make a
Give
heal
us-
check if you would like.
Is there anything else in the room? Like anything?
20 on the
like,
die.
This is definitely a human, maybe
Knows everything.
late 20s. Shows degradation in the joints beyond just the fungal growth. That this is definitely somebody who worked hard. Like their body shows, like the joints you can see. Like this is somebody who worked really hard. Almost certainly one of the miners.
Yeah.
And she can
been
tell,
dead for probably 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
And she can tell just by looking at the bones that his name was Albert.
No.
It was Walter.
Oh.
Walter.
Alex, while you are there looking at this body, and you actually see that there are a couple of still in good shape. There are some helmets. They're like miners' helmets. They have a little place where you can put like a candle, and there's a shiny mirror surface behind it, so it'll cast light in the direction that you're looking. So you can basically it's like a hands-free torch if you wanted it. There's 3 of them that look like they would still be serviceable.
Do you guys want? Oh, we can go into the mines with these guys.
Huh?
What are you telling secrets?
She said, "What song
What
is this?"
song is this?
And I said,
It's
Sirenscape.
No, I know, but which one?
Sirenscape.com.
Investigation music.
Do you guys think these
Investigative.
helmets would be useful if we go searching the mines, or
Well,
we don't
can
have
cast
candles?
light.
I mean, I
and-
can cast light on anything.
You don't want to look cool with the helmet?
Let's get him.
I have a helmet.
All
It'd
right.
probably be good to have one because I can't see in darkness.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learned that
In
last
total
time.
darkness, you're right. you
Two.
can't
I
see.
have a faithful lantern.
So can I have one?
Yes, and I'll give one to Marcus. Marcus, here
I
you
put
go.
on a trusty helmet.
When you
and
come
we
out, I'll
are
take it
on
from you.
our
Okay.
way.
Should we go kick down the doors of the other buildings?
No.
Well, yeah. Let's see what else
okay.
is there.
No. Let's just look through the freaking
Like
windows.
them.
It didn't work out for us last time.
Can we do the Walking
No.
Dead tap on the open the door and tap on the doorway to see if what wakes up?
Excuse me, I was doing that.
So back out in terms of available buildings left that look like they're still structurally sound enough and large enough to bear exploration. There is near the warehouse building. There is a separate building that is sort of like a small log cabin. It actually is one of the more structurally intact buildings. You can see that not a whole lot of this fungal growth has infected the structure of it. It looks really solid still. You do see that there's a small sign above the door that marks this as the foreman's residence. There are several windows, and these are actually glass windows, but they are coated in a thick layer of dark gray dust, making it almost impossible to see inside. The door is solid and not like the other door, which is like hanging off. It's like there's a closed door. It looks solid and sturdy like the rest of the building. There's the warehouse itself. That is this building is actually closest to the mine entrance and is one of the largest in the encampment. It is the only one with 2 stories, as I mentioned before. It does have a few windows, but they're all on the witches. Yeah, a couple witches in there. There's a few windows, and they're all on the upper level.
Witch.
The only door that you guys see is a wide sliding barn door, and you can see that it is closed by thick, heavy chains and a padlock. You can see that there are steel tracks that lead outward from the doors, and following them would take you right over to a large cave that must be the entrance to the mine that kept the town running. And then the other larger building that you can see that looks mostly intact, there is a longhouse with a double door facing the road that is open and it swings gently in the breeze. In the small amount of light that spills into the interior, you can see the shapes of several long tables and benches inside, making this very likely a mess hall. So you've got the foreman's residence, you've got the warehouse, and you've got this long mess hall.
And the mine.
And the mine itself.
Well, let's go to the mess hall first.
I don't ask anybody. Does anybody tell me what they found in there?
I bring you out my
Yeah, we come
helmet.
out
Yeah,
and
she
say-
told you about it.
come
She
out and
tried.
say
She
that
gave you
there
one of the
was a
helmets.
person-
Yeah.
I
We
give
found
you a
a
helmet.
corpse.
What killed him?
That's stuff.
Things.
But how?
Digested
Got it.
over thousands of years.
No, actually,
Cool.
2
and
weeks.
Yeah, cool. So I do this. How?
Did you tell me how?
No, but you would guess that he was not killed violently. It looks like, the best as you can tell, is he was infected with this fungal growth, and it
There
just
was a
sort of
virus. From the fungus.
replaced most of his flesh and bone with this spongy fungal growth.
Airborne?
Oh yes, it tried to pufferfish us.
So airborne?
I mean, you would guess based on what you saw happen to Quigley that.
So that
I'd say
means
yes.
that we're just gonna get, like, do we just die? Is there a cure for something like this?
Who knows?
I thought you were dying all the time. I thought you were like dead.
We're all...
Adventuring
Anytime.
scary
You
world.
know what? Cool.
No, I was asking because I rolled a nat 20. So
Let's go to the
Would I know like what could keep us from catching it, or do I know?
you definitely know it would be airborne, so not breathing it in would be a big
good
help.
thing.
Yes, a big help would be not breathing it in.
Yeah.
So if one of us
Um,
had air bubble,
Air bubble would keep you safe. You would get a bonus to your saves from like if you guys wanted to like make like a wet face cloth, it would give you a bonus to your saves against any.
Did
We should do
anyone,
that.
did
Yeah.
anyone
Just for
try to
protecting the
identify
mines?
what those things were?
I think we should.
For now.
Did you
It
know
might
what
be
those things
everywhere.
were that we
So
fought?
I make water.
I didn't really see
I
it.
make everyone has a cloth that's wet. Put it on your face. Thank you. Just do it.
where do we get cloth from?
Here, my loin.
Yeah,
my
I was gonna
loins.
say, where do we get
You
cloth
get
from?
cloth from my
I don't have
loins.
cloth.
My loin cloth.
I don't have any cloth.
Here,
Hold on.
I have
Mira
plenty of
rips
cloth.
off Sir Crag's loincloth
And you guys
makes it
wear it
wet.
on
I'm
your
not
face.
I'm not like that. That would not happen.
Hey,
Plus,
so
no.
did
Plus
you-
no, I like
Just
that.
like
Just leave it
no.
there. Plus no.
No. There's this plus no.
I broke her.
Um,
I broke her so bad.
She's gone. Okay. What was in the house? Is there? That's
So
fine.
we don't do that because we
Did
don't have
you
cloth.
identify those things we fought?
No,
Makes sense.
I mean I kind of know what they are, but I don't
No,
know
you
the
knew
name
what the
of it.
things. You knew what the things
Hey,
were on the
I have a
building,
question.
but these
What-
creatures.
Oh, can I do a
Hey.
Would be
dungeoneering?
knowledge nature to identify.
Ooh, I can do it then.
Yes.
Did I? You know how we have our rations?
Yes.
Can I consolidate them and tear up the cloth that was holding our rations, please?
Please.
You got any bandages?
Yeah, you can use your
Red mask.
bandages. Your healer's kit. What
Yeah,
about
your
you
red
got all those
mask.
red
Red
masks?
mask?
No, remember, you guys make sure I don't have that.
Who's you guys? Hey, what does a 21 do for my?
21
knowledge
tells
nature?
you that the creatures you were fighting, you've only heard stories of them because you have never been deep enough underground to
Water to bear.
encounter creatures like this. In fact, almost no one has because it's incredibly dangerous down there in an area known as the Darklands.
Ooh.
To see a creature like this up top is very disconcerting because that shouldn't be at all. But you know that these are relatively intelligent for plant fungal creatures. I mean, not like human intelligence. but they are known as myceloids. They propagate by infecting hosts with their spores, and later on, a new little baby myceloid pops out of the body.
Ew.
Those who are infected can also fall danger to a dominating effect that the myceloids have, where they can basically they infect you
Mind
and then they can
control
control
you.
your mind to make you docile during the gestation period, so that you're just this willing.
And this is
You're
the-
basically
this
just
is
this
the sponge?
bag of meat that carries around the spores until they pop out a
This
new
is
myceloid.
this is the sponge.
So I.
So one of us.
If
might-
you're enjoying
hold on.
what you hear, go ahead and share this episode on the Twitch page with the little tweet button. All you have to do, click it,
If you
and
like
then you can be entered to win prizes.
Descriptions about bags of meat.
Also, okay, I take bandages. Water. Bandage 1, bandage
Well,
2,
do
bandage
I
3. Put it on the
explain
face.
that to them? I say,
I do.
guys, I think we're in trouble. I think these are
Water for me.
creatures.
I have one
Roll
on my
for
face.
knowledge, myceloids.
You guys put it on?
Yes, I put it on.
Yes, Mom.
There is no knowledge
Mom.
myceloid.
Put it on. Put it on.
Yes, Mom.
I'd like
Well,
to
I
go.
rolled a 17 for it.
Now,
So wait,
I'd like to
could
go
one-
to the long
could
house.
one
but
of us
I
be
go to
infected?
him.
You're
How do you feel?
I don't feel. I feel
Yeah, could
fantastic.
one of us be infected?
I rolled a
Could we
25. 26.
If only
I feel
someone,
great.
if only someone would check you, to see if you're infected.
Lyra?
I check myself. I have healed.
I punched myself in the face.
Lays his hands on himself.
I
again.
rolled a natural 20 on the check of
Shut up.
myself.
Thank the
He
Lord,
did.
because I got it too.
I don't think you can heal check yourself.
To
Rambo-
diagnose, I know
Rambo
to
can.
treat your own wounds, but to diagnose,
I don't think the diagnosis. That might be a.
Yeah, there's no self-diagnosis.
Well, then I
That's not-
self-diagnosed Crag for 24.
well, Crag seems.
You can't
Crag,
just
Crag,
change your roll to something
Crag
else.
appears to be okay.
I'm healing.
You would guess that neither of you,
Like
you
this.
guys,
touched yourself and touched.
That's
I
where
rolled
your
a
microphone is.
12.
No, but you
he's
touched
not
yourself
bearing
and touched
any.
me.
Neither of them are bearing any early signs of
Okay.
infection. It looks like you guys both remember very specifically that you did
Alright.
not breathe in the
Thank
spores.
goodness.
Even in your rage, you sort of reflexively.
I don't think
You
either
can.
of us have
Yeah.
baby
I figured you could
You can
for.
treat deadly wounds, poisons, and diseases.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys would guess that you are not infected
Sweet.
by the. It's
Okay.
called purple pox is the disease that infects you.
God.
Purple pot.
And neither of you are showing signs of early.
Thank goodness. Did you hear how
purple
bad that
box.
would have been?
Yeah, let's go fight more
And
of
these
them.
things, they don't seem susceptible to fire.
Wait, what?
The
They
fire did
don't-
nothing.
So maybe
You
try
burned
not
us.
to burn us again.
Yeah, please.
So if you see us in the way of your
These things-
spells, if you could just wait till maybe we're not, or like move yourself
Oh,
over.
that's
so
what
that
it
You guys
we're
don't
not-
want to get hit by my spells?
We don't.
So fire doesn't.
Why didn't you tell me?
Fire
Well,
doesn't
now I'm
feel good.
telling you. So now you know.
All right.
That-
Are we
that
ready to
probably
move on to
wouldn't
the
be
next
good.
building?
I feel like I would hit you with them, though.
No.
We all have these things tied
You
on our
wouldn't.
faces, yes?
That's weird.
I'd like to go to the
So
long.
with
Unless it's
with
like a
that,
heal.
you'll get an additional
But you don't
bonus
wanna
of
hurt us.
2 to any
wanna
saves
hurt the
against
bad guys.
inhaling this.
Whatever.
We're the
Fine.
wet mask bandits.
Wet mass bandits. Yes.
Oh, here's water. Making sure that it stays.
It'll
Yeah.
it'll be.
Are we
okay for a
drenched?
while.
So Edward Coldwell, UK here, 3:30 a.m. Just got in from
Oh my
work.
God.
Man.
Going to have to catch up.
Oh my God.
No
Oh,
worries,
yeah.
buddy.
Jeez
Thank
Louise.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's early there.
Logan Nation says, $2,000 is nice, but if you kill Alex or Lyra, I'm never watching again, and then you'd be without my witty comments, which are worth way more than $2,000.
Thank you.
Thank you, Logan.
You guys make it
That's
really
sweet.
tough by like threatening to abandon us if we ever like have a player death. It's really.
Oh no, they only said the ladies.
Oh, specifically them. Yeah, I know. I know.
tried really
You
hard.
do
They
understand
they
that
want
like
it for us.
J1Mac94 wants to know, but is there a basement door,
A hag.
Jim?
always in the
Oh,
Well,
heck.
going into the longhouse, you do not see a basement door. But what you do see is that inside this building, things aren't in quite as much disarray as some of the other spots in town. There are patches of growth, but they are not as thick or prominent as in some other places. This place is large enough that you would guess the entire town must have been able to gather here for their meals. Across this long room is a wide swinging door that you would guess leads back into some kitchens. And everybody, roll perception.
I'm not.
You're not in there?
I'm not part of this.
12.
Huh?
12.
Where are
11.
you?
Okay.
Perception.
Everything looks fine.
I'm reading the Skull of
17.
Mortality.
24.
Wow.
24.
Lyra sees all.
Lyra,
Everything's normal,
you
guys.
hear
Hungry.
Guys,
What?
the sound of footsteps
I hear
from
footsteps.
beyond the kitchen door.
Beyond the kitchen door.
I hide under the table.
Make a stealthy check.
I stand in the middle of the room.
Me
Okay.
too, with my hammer at the ready.
And I'm
12
behind them ready to
24.
like start my
Can't
heart
see
beating.
Just as an aside,
Yes.
I'm reading the Scroll of Portalis outside
Okay.
on my horse.
On your.
On your horse.
And I'm going to use one of my
The
scrolls
car-
to cast Mage Armor on
Is the
myself.
car running?
He's got the car running.
He's got the car running. He's ready to get the hell out of here.
Okay. You guys are standing in the middle of the room. You hide.
Yeah.
Make yourself scarce. You do what?
I'm behind these two,
Okay.
ready to start my heart pit if I need
Shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder. Ready.
Weapons drawn.
Staring at this kitchen door.
I,
Puzzle out.
The little
Maybe, like, dwindle or
child
something.
hides behind
I
two
shout.
figures.
I shout over to Alex.
Busted them up better.
I shout to Alex. I say, Alex, before you go any further, I can cast message on you so we could talk.
And I go, thank you.